Hello students, welcome and welcome back to my channel Hardest Classes.
Unstoppable, 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 unstoppable.
As you have seen my last video of introduction of our studies for economics, you have seen that I was about to start a new chapter, or I can say first chapter of your statics for economics. That chapter is importance of economics. So if the chapter name is importance for the economics, that means you have to know the knowledge of the economics. So for knowledge of economics, we have to start read the factors of the economics first of all. So basically, what is economics in a layman language? If I tell, it shows that management management of scarce resources with respect to have maximum utility. What is utility? This word is very new for you. That means satisfaction. The definition of economics refers that scarce resources means the limited addition of the resources you have, or you can afford. So basically, scarce resources is the point of time you can't purchase everything which is exist in world. You have to wait, or you have to purchase that for after some time or after some years when it is available for you. That means all resources are not fully upgraded or available in excess amounts. Everything is limited. So we have to manage the limitation of resources with so that we can have maximum satisfaction from them. Okay, so this is basically scarce resources and utility based economics. I hope you are getting that. So what does this mean? Everyone in the economy, there are three parts of the economy. One is consumer, second is producer, and third one is distributor. Or I'll say these are three steps of economics. First of all, consumption, second is production, and third is distribution. That means when a producer produces goods, he have to face the same problem. When a consumer produces the goods, he has also same problems, and when a distributor distributes goods, he have also the same problems. That means management of scarce resources in with respect to utility. So basically, we are talking about economics. Economics is in a layman language. We can say the management of the scarce resources in with respect to having the maximum utility of them is called economics. Now we will read about the components of the economics. The first component of the economics is consumption. That means you and me are behaving in our market like customers. Whenever you go to a book shop to purchase a book, that cost of suppose MRP 150 rupees. That means if you purchase that book, you have to pay 150 rupees to that bookseller or the bookshop owner. But will you purchase it? That depends on your utility. If that book is necessity for you, I mean if that is a statistics for economics by any private publisher which you have to read in your 11th class, that means it's very important for you. So you will have to pay 150 rupees for the purchasing of the book. But instead of purchasing the syllabus book, if you are purchasing the story book, that will affect your utility. I mean you will not pay 150 rupees maybe, because that's very too high in comparison to your utility, because you are purchasing for your time pass or your entertainment purpose. So you will bargain for the price of that book from the bookseller. But if you are purchasing same book for your study references, then you have to pay 150. You will not bargain because your utility is much higher than the utility of money. That means every customer available in this world, in this market, have a limited source of income, a limited amount of income. You don't have a lot of money to spend it every day, every time, every second in all over the market. You have to manage it so that you can have the maximum utility for your books or your production, or your consumption. That means suppose a customer have 20,000 bucks per month income and his home expenses is 10,000. Okay, let's suppose there is a increment in the expenses of his house expenses and it raised from 10,000 to 15,000, but his source of income is limited. So he had to cut out the 10,000 extra expenses to 5,000. I mean, if his home expenses is increased, he have to decrease his other expenses. So that means you have a limited source of income or limited amount of income, and you have to invest it in such a way so that you can have the maximum utility. Because home expenses are compulsory. You can't survive without eating food and without having a shelter for your rest or your night spend. So this is an urgent, or you can say very important expense, but the expense he has doing before the increment, that will maybe not so expensive as they are. So basically consumption is depending on the allocation of the income so that the customer can have maximum utility. I hope you are getting it. The second topic we are talking about is our production. Production is related to directly producers of the good. I mean, the goods available in the market which you can purchase is called product, and the person who are producing it are called producer, and the process of the making of that good is called production. So not even the producers have excess amount of money or a lot of amount of money, or you can say unlimited amount of money to invest in the market or the production. So producers have to think about how can they invest their money in the production of goods which can be purchased by the consumers for their personal consumption. I mean, if a person invests in the pharma industries, that will surely gonna making a hard profit, you can say a high level of profit, because pharmacy is an important consumption for a normal consumer. We can't imagine our life without the hospital and the medicines. Every person, each and single person had taken or we can take the medicines in a daily routine or daily life. So, but in case the producer spend his money in such a like expensive cars, so it's depend on his market that he will attain profit or he have to suffer the loss from the market, because there are a lot of companies who are making luxury and expensive cars. So he have to face a hard competition. I'm not saying that in pharma agencies he will not suffer any competition, but there are chances so that he can have more income, because these are important for the customers, and customers do not, I can say customers do not prefer any such brands in the pharma agencies, because they intake the medicines which are prescribed by the doctor. So I mean to say that producers always spend their money so that they can have the maximum profit, so that they can expand their industry a lot more than it was before. So they have a limited money, they have to invest it so that it can have more profit than before. I hope you are getting it. We will move our next topic, which is distribution of the income. Distribution is the distribution of income to four type of factors of production, which are land, labor, capital, and the fourth one is entrepreneurship, or you can say employees. Entrepreneurs are that person which build the business for their profit making. I mean to say that income is already distributed in the four factors of production, that are labor, land, capital, and entrepreneurship. That means the land will receive money from the production by having the rent of the land, and the labor will have wages in form of their daily production, and capital will have interest on the amount which is invested by the investors in the market, and the entrepreneurs, or we can say the employees which have built that business so that it can earn profit, will have their shares or salary as their share of the income. So basically how this is the distribution occur in our market is the study of distribution of income. That's a separate topic you will read in class 12. So basically these are the three factors which economics depend on. I mean the economy will depend on the three factors of your locality, your area, the consumption, the production and the distribution of income. All the distribution of the income is like a distribution of GDP that has primary and secondary and tertiary sectors, because the land will attain as a primary sector and this the business is or make from the secondary or the tertiary sector, I mean the production or the service sector. But it is already seen that it has four factors, so it is the distribution of GDP in your economy. And in our lockdown period in India, you can see the GDP growth is minus 23.9. So that means our distribution, production and consumption segment are infected, or you can say affected from that lockdown very badly. So students, that's all for today. I hope you are getting my explanations very good. But if you are not able to understand our topics, then you can contact us on Telegram. The link is in description. Go and check it out. And I am regular uploading the videos of accountancy and economics for class 11th. So go and watch that also. If you have any doubts, then you can contact me on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and also Telegram. So like the video, subscribe the channel. We will see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.
Killer's name.